Are we live? We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. I'm your host, Gabriel, and I hope everyone is having a great day or great night where you are. And there's something with this video, there's something that really needs to be addressed. And as you know about this video, it is all about Lana. Yeah. So there's a clip going on. So before I even talk about this with Lana, I'm not really a big fan of her work. I don't really like her as an on screen character. Honestly, I think Lana is kind of annoying. I'm just really not a big fan about her work. I'm just not. I'm not a big fan of Lana. With that being said, there is a clip going around because apparently Lana is having her own WWE Chronicle on the WWE Network, which will be on, I believe the date is Saturday, November 21st. Now, there's already a clip going on around the internet. I'm sure many people have watched it. I'm sure some people actually covered this. But Lana actually said a couple of things that were really concerning. So here's what Lana CJ Perry had to say. Well, and of course, if you want to watch the original, like the clip, I'm sure you can find it anywhere on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. The clip is everywhere at this point. And if you want to watch it, just look it up. I'm sure it would be the first thing that would pop up. But this is what she had to say. For me, what was really hard was usually going to arenas and people boo you. It was something about the energy you like. Oh, I'm in control of this, right? But then when all of a sudden I don't interact with any people whatsoever, I'm just at home and I post something and everyone is just so mean. I couldn't handle it anymore because that's like my only interaction with human beings is my Instagram account or Twitter. And now everyone in the comments are like, you should be fired. Why are you not fired? You suck. You're this, you're that. I remember texting my parents and being like, please pray for me. My mental health is doing really bad. I'm really depressed. I just can't take it anymore. I'm so sad. Like, I don't want to do anything. Like, why even try? Why? It doesn't matter. You work hard, you do this, like, you can't post because everyone is going to tell you to go jump off a cliff and kill yourself. And, like, you're worth nothing. So it's like, well, why? Now, this is this stuff like always makes me sad because depression is a real thing. It really is. And I'm pretty sure once in their life, everyone once in their lives, including me, had depression at one point. It's very serious stuff. And nobody, and I'm going to say this right now, nobody should go through that. It doesn't matter who you are. Okay, nobody should go through that. Depression is a horrible thing to go through. And I'm also going to say this. Social media is extremely toxic. As much as I don't want to admit it, there are assholes in this world. There are assholes who just want people to suffer, who just want people to have them, like, to have people fail. And unfortunately, we have some people like that in this world. And their mentality is not going to change. It doesn't matter how many times we tell them that what they're saying and what their actions, what they say is like, because words can be a very powerful thing. Because that's what some people don't get, especially in 2020, where words, like, people think that words are not that powerful. very disagree. Words can be a very, very dangerous weapon if used the wrong way. And of course, with Lana, with CJ Perry, there's unfortunately a lot of people, a lot of trolls, like telling Lana to be fired and to kill herself. Okay, there is one thing to criticize about her. Okay, there's one thing to criticize about her. Okay, people have the right to criticize people, especially famous people, because when you're famous, then people are going to criticize you. But criticizing people and bullying people are two completely different things. And yet, some people think it's the exact same thing. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Okay, there are two completely different. There's a major difference between criticism and cyberbullying. And that's what some of these people don't understand. Okay, people literally die because of this. Last summer, we lost a wrestler in Hama Kimura. She committed suicide because of assholes, cyberbullying her non-stop. And have people not learned their lesson from what happened with Hana Kimura? Have people not learned their fucking lesson? This is wrong. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what that person is. It doesn't matter who you are. If you don't like that person, then so support them. Leave them alone. Okay, there's no need for you to bully them. They are human fucking beings. Lana, CJ Perry, is a human being. Do I like her work in the WWE? No. But I'm not gonna bully her and cyberbully her. I'm not gonna tell her to kill herself or jump off the cliff. Okay? Because that is just immoral and disgusting. And that is another thing why I don't understand. With these wrestling trolls and the people who just being mad on these wrestlers, the wrestlers are just doing their fucking job. They are doing their job. Okay? They're just doing their job to grab that paycheck. Okay? People shouldn't blame the wrestlers for doing their job. They should be blaming creative. And that's the other thing that kind of pisses me off about the wrestling community. And I know not everyone in the wrestling community does this, but a good portion of the wrestling community, when something bad happens or a bad segment happens or a bad wrestling match happens, they tend to blame more of the wrestler than creative, even though 90% of the time it was creative who made that bad segment or that bad decision. The wrestlers are just doing their job. Why are people putting their anger on the wrestlers? They should be putting their anger on creative. They should be putting their anger on creative. Honestly, I just don't get the concept of that. I really, really don't. If a wrestler is a part of a bad segment or is a part of the bad decision, don't blame the wrestler. Blame creative. I'm going to say this one more time so that way a good portion of you of the wrestling community who blames the fucking wrestler, I'm going to get this through your thick skull. Don't blame the wrestler. Blame creative. Okay? Blame creative. Because the wrestler, at the end of the day, is just there to do their jobs. See, is a good portion of the wrestling community that does this, that really makes the wrestling community have a bad name. And you guys are a reason why the wrestling community is so freaking toxic. Honestly. Stop. If a wrestler is a part of a bad segment or a bad decision, don't blame the wrestler. Blame creative. Okay? And what's happening with Lana, what's happening with CJ Perry is fucked up. Okay? This is straight up cyberbullying. And keep in mind, cyberbullying is illegal. You can go to jail for that. Okay? Telling people to go kill yourself or go jump off the cliff. That's cyberbullying. You can go to jail for that. And honestly, I really hope there's some repercussion for some of these people who said this to Lana. Because this is wrong. Lana does not deserve this. Okay? She's already gone through hell already. Okay? Like, WWE, like Lana already had to deal with bad booking with WWE. Like Lana rarely gets to see his husband because her husband is in another company currently. So she rarely gets to see him. So she's usually by herself 90% of the time. Like, come on, give her a break. She's a human being. I really hope Lana can get the help she needs. I really hope Lana CJ Perry can get the help she needs, gets the love and support that she needs, and get over, like, push through this depression, because nobody should go through this depression. Nobody should go through depression. Nobody should go through this. Okay? There is one thing to criticize her. And then there's another thing to cyberbullying her. And cyberbullying is fucking wrong. Okay? And it's like schools, public schools, literally every single quarter, they always give you bullying videos on why bullying is bad. You would think after seeing these videos and teachers saying bullying's bad, bullying's bad, bullying's bad, you would think that they would get through some of these people's fucking skulls by now. But apparently not. You people that are doing this to Lana, to CJ Perry, should really be ashamed of themselves. Really. You guys should really be ashamed of yourselves. Because you guys are assholes. Literal 110% assholes. And you should really reevaluate your mindset. You really should reevaluate your mindset. This is just wrong. I really hope CJ Perry's is okay. I hope her mental health gets better. I hope she gets the help and the love and the support she needs to get through this depression. Because nobody should go through this. Okay? I support CJ Perry. Okay? I may not support Lana. I don't like her work. But I may not like the character, but I support the person. I support the person. Because at the end of the day, she is just doing her job. She shouldn't get posts like you should be fired, or you should be jump off the cliff, or you should kill yourself. Nobody should have those posts just by doing her job. Okay? She's just trying to get a paycheck to have a roof on top of her head. Okay? She's just doing her damn job. And you're all giving her shit for it. And you're all cyberbullying her. The people in the wrestling community that is doing this, not everyone in the wrestling community is doing this, but a good portion of the wrestling community is doing this. Not just to Lana, but to many other wrestlers as well. You guys should rethink. your mindset, because this is a sick thing to do. And you guys should be ashamed of yourself. Really. You guys should really be ashamed of yourself. And another thing that I'm kind of worried about Lana is that, of course, Survivor Series was literally tonight. Well, technically yesterday because it's 12 o'clock where I am. But Survivor Series was literally a couple of hours ago. And Lana was a part of the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series matchup. That matchup, which by the way was one of the worst Survivor Series matches I have ever seen in my entire life. The ending ended up in a double countout. And keep in mind, Lana did barely anything in this matchup, and yes, she ended up being the sole survivor. Now, it was dumb. The match was horrible. Lana being the sole survivor was a dumb move. But am I gonna blame Lana for that stupid ass ending? No. I'm going to blame WWE Creative. Okay? Because they were the ones that made that bad decision. Not Lana, not CJ Perry, because she was doing her job. Now, before everyone goes on a rant or before everyone gives more death threats to Lana or gives shit to Lana about the ending of that Survivor Series matchup, stop, think what you're doing. Don't blame Lana for this. Put your anger on WWE Creative. Okay, because they're the ones that made the bad decision. Okay? Blame Creative. Do not blame the wrestlers. Blame Creative. Blame Creative. Like I said, I hope Lana gets the help that she needs. Okay, I hope she gets the love and support. And I really hope her mental health gets better because nobody should go through this. Nobody at all. That's all I got to say. I hope Lana's / CJ Perry's mental health gets better. I really, really do. And I don't know if Lana's going to watch this. I don't know if CJ Perry's going to watch this. But I hope your mental health gets better. I really hope your mental health gets better. Okay? Your life does matter. Okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay? You're in the WWE. You must be doing something right. So, and I really hope your mental health gets better. Okay? So that's all I gotta say. I really hope Lana / CJ Perry, I hope her mental health gets better. And that's all I gotta say on that. Stop being so toxic on social media and start using some common sense, people. Because I feel like for the last couple of years, especially this year, lots and lots of people have been losing their common sense. And social media has been so toxic. And we have been seeing a lot of suicides this year, especially this year alone. Okay? Just because of cyberbullying. We need to stop this. We really need to stop this. Okay? Stop with the cyberbullying. Stop being toxic on social media and start using your common sense again. Because with stories like this, I'm starting to think that people are losing their common sense every single day. That's all I gotta say on that. I hope her mental health gets better. I really, really do. And the people that are giving her death threats or just give death threats in general, okay, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You guys really should be ashamed of yourselves. Nobody should go through this. Okay? For anyone out there, and this is just beyond the wrestling community, for anyone that gives death threats, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. You guys should really be ashamed of yourself. Disgusting, disgusting people. This is not cool at all. Cyberbullying is not cool at all. People die because of this shit. Okay? This needs to end. This needs to end. Okay? Have some common sense. Okay? Have some common sense and stop being toxic on social media. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? It's one thing to criticize people. It's another thing to cyberbullying people. And nobody should be cyberbullied. No one. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I want to know in the comment section, what do you think about this situation about Lana? That's all I gotta say. I hope everyone has a nice night, and I'm gonna go to sleep now. And yeah, just stop being toxic on social media, people. Stop being toxic, please. Stop being toxic and use some common sense for once in your lives. That's all I gotta say. Good night, guys.